Well, hello, Pisces. Hello, hello, hello. I thought I would be ready already. Welcome, welcome. For those of you that are brand new, I can't even talk now. I am Patty, and I'm an empath that does intuitive coaching, but also intuitive readings with tarot or without tarot. But I do a lot of intuitive coaching, and coaching basically is sort of like a counseling session, but it's actually more divine driven, not me. So, but that's what we do. And so welcome to that. And for those of you that have seen who I am and are returning, thank you very much. If you've subscribed, thank you. So I'm going to explain a little bit. For those of you who are new, I think you'll catch on. If you need to know more about how I do my readings, you can go to the About on my homepage and go ahead and look there. And also, too, if you want to learn more about spiritual growth, there's some spiritual growth videos, and you can go there. So, but I'm going to actually always start out each video with some new news. And so this is where I'm going to start for those people that actually have been here before. They're like, oh, I don't want to listen to this all over again. So there is going to be a timestamp for you to actually start where the new news is. So with that, for the new news, you're going to have timestamps. Then there will be a timestamp for new news. There will be a timestamp for the reading. There will be a timestamp for a recap, and then a timestamp for question and answers. So as you see, I'm actually more of a new channel. I had a channel before and I messed up. I'm a boomer and a goober. So I messed up. My daughters had to help me revamp this. I did lose some people because I don't know how to transfer people here. But so hopefully they'll catch on and see my name and actually start up again. But that is why. And so if you subscribe, please be sure to hit the bell when you subscribe if you want, because you'll get notifications of when I do my live readings, or if I come on live like I'm going to do tomorrow for a collective for the weekend. Don't tell anybody. No, I'm just joking. Tell everybody. But you'll have those notifications. So here's the other new news. I'm doing all my readings live. So every reading that I do will be live. If I have to go away or on vacation, or if I'm going to be gone for a couple of days, I will pre-record them. And I will say that in the video only because vibrations change, energies change. And I think it's really important to grab these energies live while they're here, especially if somebody is listening and needs to hear it. So that's why I've chosen to do that. The other new news is that I'm going to be taking question and answers at the end of each reading. So if you have a question you've been dying to hear, you can actually begin to ask those questions at the end of the reading. Now, the question or the thing is that you can come on early. Right now, there's hardly anybody on this channel, but I'm hoping, of course, it's going to grow really quick, which it actually has started. I haven't even been here a week yet. And on this channel, and this is where I'm staying, so you know. But as people come up, go ahead and post your questions more towards the middle or the end, so that they don't start going up in the chat and then I lose them and then I can't answer. So I will pick one or two questions depending on the length of the reading. And remember, this is divine driven. This is me as the conduit and the messenger. So when I answer your questions, please understand that it is not me. It might be a little bit of my experience because I'm older, and I've been through so much. I hope nobody has to go through as much as I have, but I've learned a lot wisdom wise. So anyway, but it is not me. So what I speak is truth, and I don't sugarcoat it. I just tell what the divine is sharing. So sometimes when you're asking about dating, if you don't like the answer, I'm really sorry, but it is not me. It's the divine. So just understand that if you're going to ask a question, be ready for the truth answer. I don't know what's coming out. Divine does. All right. So that's where that is. So that's all the new. Oh, no, there's one more new news. So if you look down below, I've changed up the description a little bit for you. But also, too, there is a little part where there is a donation. If you want to do a donation, you don't have to. It is always appreciated, but those donations actually go for the production of my video. So you can go to the home page, hit the PayPal, put whatever in you want, and then I will see it, and I will be happy to send you a little note saying thank you very much. I appreciate it, because it is very time consuming and a little costly to do this, actually, but because you have to have certain softwares and things like that I can't afford yet. So they're coming, but I am doing the best what I have, and that's what the divine says to do. So with that, let's get started. So Pisces, we are actually doing August 3rd to the 9th. Yay, 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 we're in August, right? No, because that means summer's almost over. Oh boy. So for those of it, so we're getting into the reading now. So there will be a timestamp for that. If I am live, I can't do the timestamp, so you're going to have to come back and rewatch or have fun checking where all the timestamps are. So anyway, Pisces, for the new people, oracles will be pulled at the very beginning to get the vibration and energies, and then we go into the reading. And you'll see me shuffling all the time. Most of the time I'm shuffling because I'm trying to get messages in. I'm trying to focus in on what divine is telling me, and also the other things. Jeez, it's like, could you pick some other cards, please? These last week, it's just like, really? You have to throw out the same cards all the time? But I think divine is trying to get us on track. And trying to get all of us on track. So a lot of the signs are getting the same things. So what that means is, we need to be paying attention to what he's saying, because he's trying to get us on track. And like, the other thing is that you'll see, excuse me, on the very, very bottom, you'll see that I have Get Balance 2020 down there. That is my other website and YouTube channel where I do teach how to get, balance, spirit, mind, and body. So that is why that is down there. But you'll hear me talk about that a lot, because we do need to get balanced. Without all three elements, you cannot be a balanced soul. Because we have to start with spirit. We have to start with spirit, because that's where all of our answers are. Okay, so it looks like one card. Is there anything else, divine, that they need to be focused on? Because you gave me this one a couple of times already. Did I see what it flipped? Okay. All right. So hopefully this was one, or not one, but we'll see what happens here. So slow and steady. This actually, I'm going to tell you right now. Gosh, who did this come up from? Leo. These exact same two. One of the signs this week. I am not joking you. Exact same two. Slow and steady and coming apart. Slow and steady coming apart. Now the first one that came out is slow and steady. So let me explain a little bit about these two cards. If you look at these two cards, what is at the center of her back? What is at the center of her stomach? And what is in front of her? Light. What is in the center of the two that are coming apart? Light. Okay, so that's spirit. So spirit is always at the center of everything. Okay, so what we need to do, sorry, I'm getting goosebumps again. I'm not getting this. This is not, I can do stuff. I won't even remember this reading because it's not me. So if you ask me a question about it, I'm like, I said that, because it is not me. So this came from divine. This is not me saying this. I'm at the center. Do you understand? I'm at the center. So, but here's the thing with coming apart and slow and steady. So when people think, oh my gosh, it's coming apart, it's horrible, it's sad. No, it isn't. It's actually, when it seems like it's coming apart, it's actually coming together, falling to, I don't like the word falling because that's a negative thingy, but it's coming together. So don't look at it as coming apart. Divine is putting things together. And sometimes it's not in your timing. It's in divine's timing. No, it's not. I take that back. Sorry. It's in his divine. It's in his timing all the time. Oh, Lord steady. Okay, thank you. We're too much in a rush. We are way too much in a rush. And when we're too much in a rush, he's saying, if you don't slow yourself down, I'm going to slow you down for you. And trust me, you don't want that. Been there, done that. So I ended up in the hospital, ended up in a surgery, because I was a workaholic, a complete workaholic. And I just wouldn't slow down. Well, you know what? He knew my body was tired. He knew I was tired. And so what did he do? He had me down for, I think, 2 weeks. He got me sick. Well, he didn't get me sick. I allowed myself to get sick. But then he made sure I was down for 2 weeks. And then I had a lot of time to think and meditate and share with him. So, and one time I ended up in the hospital. I actually was so stressed out. I didn't realize I was that stressed out from a job that they let me go. I've never been let go from a job before, but once when I was really, really young. And I thought to myself, okay, that's it. That's fine. Actually, God closes one door, he'll open another one. Divine will open one door, he'll open another one. Close one and open. And so I thought, okay, this is good, not a problem. We do our due diligence, keep going, keep moving forward. And, I thought, okay, this is not a problem. Well, not even 2 weeks. Was it 2 weeks? Yeah, 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks after all that happened, then everything started going wrong with my body. So much that they thought I was having a heart attack. They wouldn't let me out of the hospital. I was in the hospital for 4 days. They were doing all this stuff. Do you think they could find anything? If you go to the doctor and they can't find anything, you are stressed out. You're stressing your own body out. Stress does so much. And I did this to myself when I was younger, one time. I was going to doctor for everything. And then they couldn't find anything. And they're not going to find anything because you're stressing yourself out. Your mental state is stressing your body out. And you can't find stress unless you're tuning your heart and you have a heart attack. So I don't know who that's for, but the divine wanted me to share that with you. All right. So let's go with the reading. So slow yourself down a little bit. Things are actually coming together. So we have the King of Cups. So let me put that closer. I love the King of Cups. You know why? He's a calm dude. Okay, do you even use dude these days? I'm such a boomer. So the King of Cups is all about, okay, if there's a storm coming around you or if there's a lot of noise, I'm an empath. Even just a room full of people is sometimes too much noise for me and I have to leave. And this is why I have this little room back here in my house, because my daughter loves to play games and sometimes she gets a little noisy and I have to come back here because it makes my vibrations just, and I can't do that. Or I have to go outside, take some deep breath of the air. And it's nothing bad. It's just I'm too sensitive of an empath. It's crazy. But anyway, if you can stay calm through the storm. So he's on a little cement slab. See how calm he is? He's just sitting there watching the water splash up against him and everything. He's got his cup, which is his heart. He's got his wand, which is spiritual. He's very confident. He's very knowledgeable, some old wisdom he's got there. But he is going to, so whatever is going on in this slow and steady and coming apart, basically imagine yourself on a boat, like a sailboat. Imagine a sailboat. Sit yourself on a sailboat. You're sitting sort of in the back, right? And the thing is being tossed and turned and going all over the place, right? All over. Okay, so then you actually have somebody steering the boat way up front. Let him steer. That's the divine. That is the divine. When you try to manipulate and start things and change things and try to get your sticky hands in it and make it go the way you want to go, even in a relationship, I need to do a dating spiritual relationship thingy. Not even a relationship, just dating. Because I get so many questions from people about dating. Is he going to be my soulmate? Are we going to be together? Is he going to come back? And there is a little bit of a rule book. If you follow the spiritual guide, you wouldn't have to ask those questions. You would already know. But that's why you're here, right? So, and I would love to educate people on that. That's the whole thing. If I can teach a person how to fish rather than just give them a fish, then you can go and figure it out yourself. And it's a beautiful thing, because you won't be going down the wrong paths. Let that person in the front of the boat, whoever you call that, I call them the divine. I call them God, the divine. Whatever you call that, call yours, is let them steer the helm. And it's really interesting. Sometimes when I'm in a real storm, I will close my eyes and I can visually see it. I can visually see it. Okay, divine just gave me... And when I say divine, you know, everybody's like, oh, she talks to God. Oh, you should be able to. Everybody should be able to. That's not a problem. But I'm not saying that the divine is coming through. I'm saying that I go to the divine. Now, who he sends to me, that is up to him. Could be your ancestors, my ancestors. It could be anybody. But I don't do the angel thing, the guide thing. I just listen to who is talking to me, because I know it works. I know. I've been there through everything. So I've been through it. So I know I'm strong in who I am. Anyway, let's go back to this. So we've got the King of Swords. So you got the King of Cups and you got the King of Swords. Ooh, we got some authority going on here. Somebody is in an authoritative position. Now, the King of Swords is all about finding the truth. Search for the truth. Looking for the truth. Wisdom. Wisdom. Searching for the truth. We're in a storm. We're searching for the truth. We're always searching for the truth, though, in reality, if you really think about it. But the sword is double-edged. So lies, truth, good, bad, you know, the opposite sides of the coin kind of thing. But that's interesting. 2 kings out right out of the chute. The last reading that I had was so cool, because the last 2 cards out and they flipped together was the King and Queen of Pentacles together. I was like, wow, what a perfect match. Anyway, so what is going on here? So something's coming apart. So it seems to me that there's some authoritativeness into it. Maybe teaching, mentor. It could be somebody in the... I'll wait to say that one, because if another card comes up that I'm thinking, then I'll know what that might have to do with that. Okay, so what's going on with the authoritative? What is going on with seeking the truth? Okay. So somebody was disappointed, or maybe in the process of being disappointed, or they're really contemplating about something, but they're so focused. Okay, thank you for that. So what's happening is, and what this coming apart thing is you're so focused on what the problem or what it is in front of you. You're being asked to actually stop that and look more towards out to the solution, more towards out. And that's probably where this authoritative wisdom comes from. Don't focus on the problem, focus on the solution. And that's where this is you're having a hard time with. Or this could be somebody coming to you, or it could be somebody going away from you. I don't know. Or, you know, somebody outside your circle or inside your circle, or this could be you. So if we're focused, what will happen is this slow and steady. If we don't focus outward, then we will get to this card will turn to stuck. The elephant who is stuck in the mud. All right. So there is some heart-wrenching here a little bit because, you know, the cups are all about heart. And the 4 of Cups. I like the number 4. You know why? Well, in numerology, it's different. But in Japan, when I lived in Japan for years, I was like, why don't, you know, in America, we sell things in 4s. You know, we usually have a family of 4, or there's 3 plates and 1 for a guest or whatever. And we sell our silverware in 4s, our cups in 4s. We sell pretty much a lot of things in 4s. Well, in America, the number 13 is a bad luck number. Number 4 is a bad luck number in Japan. You won't find 4 of anything when you sell. And even a 4th floor. So if you visit Japan and you go up in an elevator, see if there's a number 4 there. Things have changed over the years, but they're very superstitious, and so the number 4 is not a good number. So, and this one is actually a little depression in it. Look at it. It's a sad number. So, whatever this offering is that's coming, you're missing it because you're too focused on what's coming apart. Temperance. So Temperance, we have to do with balance, you know, balance and spirituality and an offering. If you can see that sunshine in the background there, not a beautiful, beautiful card. She's got 1 foot in, 1 foot out. She's got 1 in the earth, 1 in the spirit. She's sort of standing neutral. She's pouring the cups back and forth. She's really wanting to be spiritual and be balanced. Oh my. What is going on here? We've got the King, and now we've got the Queen of Swords. They're both looking for truth. So what's going on? Is somebody been in sort of like a little kerfuffle or something that maybe somebody's working on their not being so manipulative? Maybe somebody's working on not being such a, I hate to say the word liar, but when you're not telling the truth, you're a liar. So is somebody working on being more honest? Is somebody working on being more truthful? Because you do have a king and a queen here. So this is a relationship type of situation. And somebody's trying to help out. I don't know who this is. Somebody's trying to help out, calm the waters. Somebody's trying to say, hey, mellow out. Take it easy. Take it easy. Take a couple deep breaths. It's going to be okay. Relax. Take it one step at a time. They're trying to make it come together. Now, this could be a couple. This could be a friendship. This could be a family. Whew. How many families have this kind of issue in their family? There's always one. I'm the black sheep of our family. Even though I say the truth. They don't like that very much. But anyway. So somebody's seeking, somebody here is seeking to have balance. Somebody is seeking to bring their life back together. Like I said, it's not falling apart. It's actually coming together. I hope you can see this. My thing is sort of dim. So I don't know if this is actually my computer or what. It's so warm in here. It might be due to that. I might have to take a break after this. And by the way, Friday, what is Friday the 31st, I'm going to actually come on at 4 o'clock and do a live collective for the weekend. So if you're around, please come Friday the 4th. And if you are subscribed and hit that bell, then you should get an alert that I'm coming on live. All right. I'll do a collective. It's 4 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. From wherever you are, I'm not quite sure. I have people from all over the world. From my last channel that we moved over here all over the world, so I don't know where people are. Okay, so, all right, Divine, what's going on here? What is going on here? I'm going to go ahead and start with this other deck. Pisces, this is for Pisces. Can you clarify for me, please? Can you clarify? Clarify. Clarify. Somebody's thinking too much. Overthinking. I don't know who that is. I just heard they're thinking too much. Overthinking. That's exactly what I heard. So who's overthinking? And this keeps popping up. Overthinking, you know. Some of the signs actually are overthinkers, you know. That's just part of the way that you're built. But sometimes if we overthink something, we don't allow things to happen and just move the way that they're supposed to. So, manifestation, the Magician. Manifestation and the Magician actually, all I heard was could go both ways. So we have free will. So we can choose to think ourselves out of our head, basically saying that you've thought so much that you've made yourself sick, or you can actually let things just keep going slow and steady and allow things to happen the way that they're supposed to happen. Stop manipulating. Stop trying to change things. Stop trying to make things happen. Because you try to manifest, then you begin manifesting something that really even shouldn't be there. So, okay, so somebody's with a partner that's not honest and that it needs to end. So apparently there's a lot of, not deceit, but just dishonesty, not being truthful, playing a game. It's sort of like a man boy and a man girl rather than being a grown man, mature man, or a mature woman. This is somebody who's actually a grown boy or a grown girl, and they're playing games. Stop playing games. Stop. Don't, you know, when you affect somebody else and their heart and their time, so that they can't manifest what their purpose is and where they're supposed to go, where you're supposed to go and who you're supposed to be with, it does nobody any good. You just waste time, and time is precious. Time is the most, if you think about it, time is the most precious commodity that there is on earth. And, well, that's infinity, so there is no time up there. But here, it is the most precious commodity that we have as a human being, as any living being. Because once that second of time is gone, it's something you will never, ever get back. That's why I teach memories are so important. Because the only way that you can actually enjoy time again is through a memory. So making good, positive memories is huge. But time, you'll never get it back. You can think about it, dream about it, hope on it, wish on it, remember it, but you're never going to get that instant back. I don't know why I said that. Apparently that's for somebody. So I guess I get really passionate about people wasting other people's time with games. All right, Divine, please share with us if there's anything else. I am sure there is, because a lot of the times too, Divine doesn't give me a bunch of cards. He just gives me, are these upside down or right? Oh, that's upside down. Okay. He gives me all the messages through here. So sometimes I don't have big spreads. So we've got the the Four of Swords. And the Four of Swords is trying to get some rest, trying to do, and you're not doing that. Boom. That would be getting rest, having time, you know, sleeping good, eating good, you know, just chilling out, that kind of thing. You're not. So what you're doing is trying to go 50 million miles a minute. What happened? Oh. Phew. I got to be careful with computers and phones, because if I get too close to them, sometimes they go crazy. I feel all the vibrations on the phones and stuff. It drives me nuts because I can't work sometimes. Because if I touch them, then they jump all over the place. I'm on the screen. I can't get the words to follow and stuff like that. Anyway, so you're trying to go a mile a minute. You're not keeping things slow and steady. So you need to slow down. And if this has to be a person that you really want to work with that maybe isn't being as honest, then you do need to slow down and give them time to actually start healing themselves. Because when people lie, it's out of fear, or it's out of brokenness, and brokenness is out of fear, or maybe they've manipulated, maybe they've got some major abuse or trauma or PTSD or something in their background, and that's where that roots come from. So if you are working with somebody in that essence, then, or in any case of that, don't feel sad about it. Just know that it's their issue, but we have to understand that it's our choice. I'm going to shoot this and see if okay, so if you're coming in right now, I had a huge power surge. I don't know what happened. The light started flickering as I was talking about you're not getting enough rest. Okay, so I just had a power surge. Coming on, trying to see if this is continuing. Hopefully it is. Give me a second here. Okay, it looks like we are back live, hopefully. So I'm not quite sure what happened. That's weird. I've lived in this house for 11 years and never had that happen before. So I'm going to recap a little bit because I'm not sure where we lost anybody or if this is actually going. It says it is. So let's hope that it is, and reconnected. So I was speaking about the slow and steady coming apart, that you're not getting enough rest, and you're trying to go a million miles a minute, and you need to slow down. Slow down, slow down, slow down. All right. So I'm hoping this, if anybody's out there, could you tell me that, and come on the chat and tell me if you're getting this, because that would help me a lot. A lot. Otherwise, I might have to start fresh over and new, or from where I left off. Okay, that was the weirdest thing. So anyway, I'm going to finish up just in case. So, now I got to get back into the energies. So we need to slow down a little bit. It says that you're not connected, so you wouldn't be able to come on the live chat. I don't know what's going on. So okay, let's just keep going. And okay, so if there's no question and answer, I'm going to actually review this as soon as I get done. If there isn't a time for your question and answers, I'm going to think of something for you guys. So Pisces, we are on Pisces. All right, sorry about all that. Okay, so let's see if there's anything else here. And so what we need to do is make sure that we're slowing down, taking it easy, understanding this coming apart is actually coming together. And I'm sorry to say, if it is coming apart, it needs to come apart. Now, that doesn't mean it's going to stay apart. It could mean that you're actually stopping one thing and starting something of a better blessing or better reward, or somebody better is going to come into your life. A lot of the times we grow from when we either get hurt or sacrifice, or we learn more about ourselves during that time. All right. Again, we have the, oh, well, not again. I guess that was the last one. Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands is actually an offering. Something, it's a seed, something that is going to be planted and grown, whether it is already come to you or whether it is on its way to you, or you already are being offered that. So if somebody's offered you something, and maybe that's what you're thinking about, you know, oh, do not do that. So if you're in a relationship and somebody's come to you to say, hey, you know what, you need to leave him, you know, and I've been waiting for you kind of thing, don't do that. Don't do that. That's a big no-no. Only because that's somebody trying to manipulate a way into you rather than lift you up and grow you and be there. If it was respectful enough to say, hey, figure it out. If you want to be with them or not, you know, I'm here to support you. And that would be a mature man or woman. And then allow that to either finish or go back. Because if they're just trying to get in there, then you know what? It's not going to last. It's not going to last. So this offering is a good thing. It's coming towards the end of everything. Okay, Divine, is there anything else? You guys threw me off up there with that electrical thing. Had to go check the house, make sure nothing was on fire. Yeah, there's something going on here. So somebody's probably been hurt. Somebody's thinking about something a little too much. Something is happening that the truth is needed to be sought. And when these two come up, that's a very powerful thing for me. And then you've got the Queen of Cups, which is the matter of the heart. So you've got not only truth, but you've also got matters of the heart, which is, you know, love, your desires, and that kind of thing. So I'm going to show you this here in a second. What a reading. What an interruption. You guys might get a whole new reading just because of this. So we'll see. See what happens. Well, wouldn't that be interesting if I did another reading and we got the same things? That would be cool. That would actually be really wonderful. Okay. So recapping. So I know this is sort of weird how all this is upside down. But recapping, we have slow and steady. Something's coming apart. Now, if that's supposed to end again, it's going to end. Just don't stay there. I mean, these two cards could go together here. So then you've got the King of Cups and you've got the King of Swords. You know, we know that you're going through something, a little turmoil, a little kerfuffle. The boat's a little bit tripping on the water, but you're staying strong. Just stay calm. Just stay calm, because here's the thing. When you look at these two cards here, the truth will come to light, no matter what it is. Even if the person is not being honest with you, this truth will come to light. The darkness never stays covered. Trust me. Being an empath, you can't lie to me. It always comes true. In fact, my husband left me because he couldn't keep lying. So and keeping secrets. So, you know, it's okay to think here, but get that balance back. Get that spiritual balance back. Start listening to your spirit. Listen to, get your balance between earth, your head. Don't get into your head so much. And look at these two cards came together. So make sure you get into your head a little less and more in your spirit, and ask the divine, what should I do? Be specific when you ask, though, because he wants specifics. So because we were going to manifest, we're the ones that are manifesting. We've got free will. We're moving forward. This is what we need to do. But you got to start getting some rest. You got to start taking time to step back for you. Good nutrition, good rest. Good, you know, get out there and get some nature, some hobby. Do something you really enjoy. Lift those vibrations up. And you're being offered something. So this one here would go with that one there. But you're being offered something. And so you need to be mindful of what that is. All right. Be mindful. When something comes to you, you're like, oh, is this the offering she was talking about? Is this something that she was talking about? So hopefully that will help you. All right. Normally this would be a time where I would take question and answers, but it looks like the chat is unable due to the power surge. Gosh, boy, I'm glad I wasn't hooked up. So hopefully, I'm going to review this really quick after this. And if this was all messed up, I will be doing another reading for you guys. It probably will be tomorrow, Pisces, because I was going to do one more reading for Cancer today. So, and plus this has thrown my energies off a little bit. So, I hope you had a good reading. Really, this is sort of a crazy one. And it happens. It happens. And we got to go with the flow. Just go steady and easy. Take it easy. You know, yeah, my reading came apart. But you know what? It happens. You know, it happens. So have a great week. If this does get through, have a great week. And we will talk to you. Oh, don't forget, tomorrow, Friday, around 4 o'clock, I'm going to be doing the collective for the weekend. So if you want to watch that, that would be great. Make sure you subscribe now down below, please. Get those alerts. Hit that bell so you can get the alerts that I'm on live. All right? Talk to you soon. See you next week. That was weird.